Hi everyone, it's Brannigan'sLaw 84 with another one of my haul videos. This time it's going to be Dollar Tree and Dollar General. Dollar Tree has once again put out some new movies this month, and also Dollar General are starting to put out their Halloween movies. So I'm going to get the Dollar General ones out of the way right now because there's only a couple of them. Just this past week I went to several Dollar Generals, and I only found, and two of them I only found films that I wanted to check out. So the first up here is Pulse 3. I found this is the only one I found at one of them that I was interesting to me. I know that I've seen I've seen and I own the first two Pulse films, and at less than $3 I think it's a pretty good deal to pick this one up. And like I said, this is the only one that I found. I've been hearing that there's a 6-pack movie set for the same exact price of $2.95 that has a bunch of the different Dimension Extreme films, and that's what this is one of. And I'm on the lookout for that one because I only own one or two of the movies that's on that set. So let me get this out of the way. And these I have four more. These I found all at the same Dollar Tree. We have Dead Before Dawn, Citadel. This one I have seen. It's a really good movie. I got it through Netflix's DVD service. Creep Van, and you can't, the sticker obscures it, but this is Grave Encounters 2. This is also a solid buy, and all of these films, these were actually the only copies that I found of all of these films. And Grave Encounters 2, I mean, I went on Amazon and checked it out. I think the DVD still goes for about at least $5, or yeah, the DVD, because I know this one's on Blu-ray and the first one isn't on Blu-ray. I've seen both of them on Netflix Instant, or just Netflix as it's known now, and I thought both of them were pretty good found footage films. I'm a sucker for found footage films. I tend to go really easy on them, and it takes a lot. It has to be really, really, really silly and like stupid for me not to like a found footage film, and there have been some, I will admit that. And but to get on further, I went to several Dollar Trees well, I would say between yesterday and today. I won't say this week, but yesterday and today I went to the usual ones that I tend to go to. What I did notice is there's a lot of DVDs, more of DVDs than there are of Blu-rays. The first one that I went to actually had more Blu-rays than DVDs, which I was actually pretty impressed by, and the rest of the other ones were mostly DVDs. So this time around the batch of Dollar Tree movies, there's not that many Blu-rays, but I'm gonna show you the ones that I went ahead and picked up, and these are all from different ones. Kickboxer Vengeance, The Canyons, Bad Words, Upstream Color, Evidence, and Yoga Hosers. Now, most of these were the only ones, well, I can't really see them right there. Let's see if you can see the spines here, and they're still kind of obscured a little bit, but we'll make do. Most of these were the only ones I found. Like Yoga Hosers, I was finding a lot of copies of the DVD. I think maybe 2 or 3 of the Dollar Trees that I went to only had like one copy. Evidence, this is the only one I found. I think I found like the DVD at one of them, but this is the only copy of the Blu-ray I found. Upstream Color, I ran across a couple of copies of this one. I've never heard of it. I mean, out of actually all of these movies right here, the only one that I've seen is Yoga Hosers. The rest of them I have not seen yet. This one I ran across DVD and Blu-ray copies. Bad Words was the only one I found of this one. Like out of any of the stores, I only found this. This is actually, I've been seeing a lot of copies of this at big lots, so I was actually happy to find it for $1 at Dollar Tree. The Canyons, I've never seen it before. I know it's by Paul Schrader and Bret Easton Ellis. I saw this at several of the Dollar Trees that I went to, and I picked it up at the first one. Kickboxer Vengeance is another one that has been turning up quite a bit. I saw copies at just about every single Dollar Tree that I went to. So those are the only, these are the only Blu-rays that I got this time around. Now onto the DVDs. Even some of these DVDs, these were the only ones that I found. Scooby-Doo and Kiss. This one, I gotta be honest. When I found out it was online, When I found out online that this was showing up, I was looking for it like everywhere. This is the only copy I found, and it was torn. The packaging was torn a little bit here. You can actually see there's a tiny little dent right here, and I look at that. And you got Gene Simmons with Scooby Doo, and I thought, you know what? For $1, I can't pass this up. And this was the only copy I found, and I went to about $4 or $5 treats. Roseanne, Tricks and Treats. I used to watch Roseanne when I was a kid. I'm not a super huge fan of her show, but I always knew about these Halloween specials. So this is actually the only one that I found out of any of the Dollar Trees that I went to. And this is from Mill Creek. So I thought that this was pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Open Windows. This is the only copy I found of this one as well. Wolf Cop. I heard some not so great things about it, but I've been my mantra when I go to Dollar Trees. If it at least looks vaguely interesting, it's $1. I mean, I'll get it. Instant Death with Luke Ferrigno. I saw a couple of copies of this one, and these Open Windows was the only one I found of that one. I saw like one other copy of Wolf Cop, and I saw a couple of these at different ones. Boone the Bounty Hunter. This one, this was the only copy I found of this one. And then a Street Cat Named Bob. I had seen copies of this at almost every single Dollar Tree I went to, and at the last one I went to, I thought, you know what, let me pick it up. I mean, maybe I'll end up liking it, and I felt like I would just be passing it up, and then it's $1, and probably I should get it, and maybe I'll be regretting it, even though it's only $1, but why not, right? So the Deadlands, I only saw, this actually has a really cool holographic cover here. This is the only copy, no, I'm sorry. I found 2 copies, this one and another one at another Dollar Tree. So, I mean, it looks interesting. It's set in New Zealand with the Maori people, so I'm looking really forward to seeing this one. Ernest Movie Collection. I've seen reports, somebody mentioned they found, I think it was Ernest Goes to Jail on Blu-ray. And I'm honestly, out of all of the Dollar Trees I went to, this is the only Ernest set that I found. So it has Ernest in the Army, Ernest Goes to Africa, and Hey Ernest, My Family album. I have never seen these 2 Ernest movies ever. I only really have seen the first 3 movies that came out theatrically. And out of all of those, the only one I saw theatrically was Ernest Goes to Jail. So I'm interested to see these 2. I don't know if either of these were his final film as Ernest for Jim Varney. I could be Ernest in the Army, but I have no idea. So I'm looking forward to seeing those. I wish I had found the rest of the direct-to-video movies done. The Odyssey. I opened this one up earlier just to see, because it is a 3-hour. You can see it right there. This is a 3-hour and 4-minute movie, and it's just it's all on one DVD. That's not a really good sign. It might have some compression issues, but I remember when this came out way back when, and I saw it when it aired, so I'm looking forward to watching it again, and hopefully it won't have too many compression issues. The Odyssey I saw turn up in a couple places. The Chaos Experiment. I remember renting this from the Redbox a long time ago. When it came out, was it like 2009 or something like that? I think it says there. No, it says 2000. It says 2008, but I remember coming out in 2009. This is the only copy I found at any Dollar Tree of this movie. I had to open it because, as you can see right here, there's some damage to the little hooks. It was a floater, and actually the DVD is fine. So I was glad to pick this up. This is the only one I found of that one. A blind buy of the movie Her. So I was surprised to see this one turn up. I have seen Inherent Vice at a couple of the places, at a couple of the Dollar Trees, but I have that one digitally, so I figured there's no reason for me to pick it up. But I picked up this one. I'd rather pick up the Blu-ray, but I figure for $1, why not? Burying the X. This is one I heard that was turning up on Blu-ray and DVD. And I mean, at all of the locations I went to, all of them had copies of this, but only on DVD. So I figured, I picked this up actually at the first Dollar Tree I went to, because I thought, well, I could just offload it on, give it to somebody if I end up finding the Blu-ray. But I'm glad we're having a chance to see this, because this is a Joe Dante film, and I haven't seen any of his more recent films. So I'm really glad that I was able to pick that up for $1. Garlic and gunpowder. I actually saw this at a Walmart for like $3.74 and I never bothered picking it up. So I mean, I've never seen it. I think it's on Amazon Prime Video, and I was gonna watch it on there, and then I ended up just buying it. So you know, I'm looking forward to seeing this one as well. I heard it's kind of weird. So yeah, here's another one. This one I found copies at like every single place. Stuck. I heard this one was showing up at a lot of the Dollar Trees in what I think it was in July or August when they had the last big push of movies. So I mean, I guess copies finally made their way down here to where I'm at. So I was glad to find copies of this. I bought this at the first one I went to, but there were copies of this at like every single Dollar Tree. There was only like one or two though. Forced to Fight, another one that I've never seen it, but I know of the movie. I almost picked it up a couple of times. This is the only copy I came across at any of the Dollar Trees that I went to. And on to another one, Mike Tyson Mysteries. I have never heard of this. I saw it online that people were saying there were some people were finding copies, other people weren't. I came across copies of this at almost every single Dollar Tree I went to, but it was only like one copy. So this looks really silly. I'm looking forward to watching it. So, you know, I was really happy to find this because I heard online some people were finding it, some weren't. And that's the thing about a lot of these movies. A lot of these movies are regional, so you'll only find certain ones in certain areas. But I'm glad I was able to find this and a couple of these other ones. And if they're regional, that would explain stuff like Chaos Experiment and Forced to Fight that I'm finding only like one copy of around here. And then the last one is The Summoning. I picked this up just based on the cover art and the fact that it has Eric Roberts in it. And Eric Roberts, I mean, he's in the Chaos Experiment also. Eric Roberts is like, he does like 5 or 6 movies a year. I mean, the man never stops working. So I'm looking forward to seeing it just based on this cool looking cover and the fact that Eric Roberts is in it. So that's been my haul video for this month. I'm hoping to do some more because I mean, I try to do different videos. I know usually the only ones I upload are the Dollar Tree and Dollar General ones, but I mean those aren't the only films that I've been picking up. I've been getting quite a few other ones. I get stuff from Facebook Marketplace. I got some Walmart DVDs and Blu-rays that I've been picking up lately. So hopefully I can do some videos with some of those. This has been Brannigan'sLaw 84. Thanks for watching my video, and don't forget to hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. See y'all later.